Hey there guys, how's it going? Reaper here, back with another painting video. This time around we're doing the Wyvern from the Bones 4 Kickstarter set. It's primed in our usual grey primer, and I'm currently doing oak brown for all of the scaly areas. There is going to be quite a few layers of brown going onto this mini, as most people seem to have done this Wyvern in green, which I find odd because Wyverns generally are more a browny colour because they're not any of the chromatic dragons or metallic dragons. They're just Wyverns, which are generally a browny colour. As you can tell, I have based this mini as well. While painting it, I would probably not recommend it, as the base does get in the way quite a bit when trying to get under the wings. So it's kind of handy to have it not on the base and then do it afterwards if you want to base it. But this mini doesn't really need basing. I just did because it seemed like it was going to fall over all the time, so I figured I'd stick a big base on it and then it won't. And that is it for all of these scaled areas. Now we're moving on to Vallejo's Plague Brown, and this is for essentially the rest of the mini, not including the base. So it's the underbelly, the inside of the wings, under his throat, all the more exposed areas that aren't going to be scaly on the creature. And this looks very yellow in the video compared to what it is. It's a bit more browny than this colour actually in real life. and this is the part I was talking about where it gets a bit iffy trying to get under the Mini. You sort of have to bend the wing slightly and it just doesn't really work. Lucky enough though, my camera also died at this point, so it made it a lot easier to paint because I didn't have to have the camera. So I finished off the underside of the wing and then popped the camera back on once I start doing the throat. But the wing is just the same as the other side, just smaller and harder to get to with a base on. That will be it for the Plague Brown. Now we're on to Dirt Splatter, and this is for the... I kind of do it as a dry brush, but it's quite a heavy dry brush onto the Oak Brown. And this is just to sort of add some variation and a little bit more of a lighter colour into the actual like scaly parts. And that will be it for the Dirt Splatter. Now we're on to Desert Yellow, and this is for a more traditional dry brush on all of the Plague Brown, and it's just to catch those raised areas and add some variety into the large open spaces that the wings are. Now that's pretty much all done. That is actually going to be it for all of the skin for now, until after the washes. We're now moving on to skeleton bone for all of the claws, teeth, and the stinger on the tail, as a Wyvern has quite an epic stinger. And in, I think, the original versions of D&D, that 3rd edition, if that stung you, you're basically going to die within the next like 10 minutes. It's kind of nerfed a lot more now, but I'm tempted to put that into a D&D game one day, as the thing is designed to sting large creatures for food, so stinging a human is probably going to hurt. And that was it for skeleton bone. Now we're on to necrotic flesh, and this is just for the tongue and the eyes, just to give them a little bit of variance in the colour. And wyverns are kind of known for poison, so a necrotic flesh colour fits without going sort of luminous green. And then that was all done, and obviously wait for it all to dry, and then I start on the strong tone for essentially the entire mini. Actually no, this is the entire mini apart from the base gets the strong tone. As you can see now, the wash has already gone on, but I'm sort of angling it so that it looks more, well, less streaky on the wing, so it looks more sort of natural flow. Because if I left it to pool there, it would be all over the place on those wings, which does work, but I wanted something a bit more uniform, so I tried to actually just streak some of it off while I was doing it. But now the wash is dry, I move on to dark stone, and this is for the entirety of the base, apart from the actual plastic base, which is technically separate from this in the way I see it. And that is it for the first part of the base. Now we're moving on to Monster Brown for a dry wash across all of the scales. And this is just to pick up those raised areas and add a little bit even more definition than the wash did to those areas. Now that is done, move on to Banshee Brown, and this is just a relatively heavy dry brush, probably heavier than it should have been, but it's just for the underbelly and the throat. And it's just to separate it basically from the wings, so that the wings don't look like they just blend in. Because the wings are a separate entity and it attaches more to the scales than the underbelly. And now that's done, we're on to Dungeon Grey for a dry brush over the statue part of the base. which is the main part of the base that the Reaper Bones Mini comes with. And then while that's drying, I come in with a matte black for the plastic part of the base, just to finish it off and make it look a lot tidier. Now that matte black's done, I come in with uniform grey for the statue again, just to bring the colour up even a little bit even more, just to make it look more like weathered stone, have like that sort of feel, as this statue has been through some stuff and is now fallen over and sinking into mud. So it's gone through quite a bit and probably is a few different shades of grey. But that was it for the statue. Now I'm on to Army Painter's Effects paints, and this is wet mud. This is not what I thought it was. When I first bought this paint, I thought it was going to be more of a sterling mud, like a paste that I can sculpt. This is, it looks like some sort of like gloss varnish with brown pigment in it. The same as glistening blood, but in brown. It could be useful. Doesn't really do much on cork, it seems, but on a mini could work really well. But that was it for this mini, guys. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will catch you again soon with another Reaper Bones mini. See ya.